guys, it's Kristi. Welcome to my channel. We're going to be doing some decluttering today. This is something I've been needing to do for a little while now, but just haven't gotten around to it. So I thought I would take a little bit of time today and get this done and take you along and show you what we're doing. So it's these two sets of cabinets behind me in the kitchen here. They are my bottom cabinets, and when we moved in the house, one of the first things we did was had some custom pullouts made for all of the cabinets in our island and a couple other strategic cabinets around the kitchen. But these two did not get the pullouts, so they tend to get a little bit messier than the ones that do have the pullouts. Now I will say these are not the messiest cabinets around. They could be a lot worse, but there's things in there that really don't belong, and there are a few things in there that just need to be thrown away, and then other things that I just have been throwing in there because I have no other home for it, so it's time to find a home for those things. Before we get started, I just want to remind you to give this video a thumbs up if you like decluttering and organizing videos. That lets me know you want to see more of them. And also, if you want to create a beautiful home, simplify your daily routines, and live your most inspired life, then hit that subscribe button and join our community. And also make sure you turn on your bell notifications so you'll never miss a video. All right, so here's a look at the before, and you can see that there's some things in here that don't belong, like that bottle. And then over here, I've just been piling all of these things on top here. So I've got to find a home for those. And you'll see I actually have more of these in the other cabinet. And these are just some resealable silicone bags that I don't have a good place for. So I've got to figure something out for that. And then you can see in the back here. And here's the other cabinet that I'm going to be doing. Look, I don't even know why I have coffee in there. That's so crazy. And then as you can see, I have some more of these silicone food storage bags that I haven't done anything with yet. Haven't even taken them out of the package. And then I have all of these different silicone, some of them are ice cube trays and some more ice cube trays back there. This one is a chocolate mold, so I have some of those. So I just don't have a good place for those, and I've got to figure something out. And then I'm sure there's other things in here that don't belong, or a couple things I might be able to get rid of. We're gonna go ahead and get started with this cabinet, and I really want this to be a simple process. So I am not going to spend a lot of time taking everything out of the cabinets. That's not what I'm doing right now. So I want to make this as simple as possible. So I'm just gonna take out the things that don't belong and need to go somewhere else, that this isn't even their home. And then I have some things in here that are gonna come out, and I'll actually go through and declutter one at a time. I'm not gonna be taking everything out of the cabinet and starting from scratch because I really don't think that's necessary for what I need. This first basket holds my Ninja blender and all of the things that go with it. So I have all of that in this one basket, and all I need to do is pull out the basket when I want to make a smoothie. So I like that. Behind that is my toaster because I rarely ever use my toaster. So that's in the back. And then along with a couple of other things back there that I hardly ever use. So I'm not even gonna touch those things. This basket is fine. I just took out the few items that were on top of that need to go to different homes. This Ziploc bag holds lids for my mason jars, which I use a lot. There's really nothing to do here, so I'm just gonna put those back. Behind that, I have another canister for my Soda Stream, which I love, by the way. And then this other little drink maker, it carbonates things. Whitney gave it to me a while back, but I don't use it all the time, so that's in the back as well. On this side of the cabinet in the back, what I do have that I need to go through are all of these lids. And honestly, guys, where do these come from? These are like Tupperware lids that I don't even have the Tupperware anymore, so most of this is going to be thrown away. So I'm taking this basket out, and I'm gonna go through this basket. I got a garbage bag, and I just put all the Tupperware lids into this. It's all old Tupperware that I had, and I do think I have a box outside that has the containers for a lot of these. That's a donation box that I've been needing to donate for a long time. So I'm just gonna add these lids to that box, and it will all get donated. Now that this basket is empty, I think it's gonna be perfect for all of my food storage containers. So I'm just gonna take the ones out of this cabinet and put in here, and then I'll do the same with those, and now all of those will have a home. And I think I'm gonna move that one from the top shelf back here down to this bottom shelf because I actually will use these more than I use this. This little basket is just holding some of the things that go with my soda stream and this other thing that Whitney bought me. So I'm going to just figure out where this goes. Once I get everything organized in here, I'll put that back because it needs to stay in this cabinet with those things. The basket on the bottom here was holding all of the cartridges that go with my soda maker that Whitney bought me. So if y'all are interested in seeing that, let me know. Maybe I can either show it here or on Instagram or something. It's really pretty cool, actually. It makes carbonated sodas, and it's different from the soda stream in that you can put any type of liquid in it. So y'all know how I like my homemade drinks. So I could literally put any kind of concoction in there and carbonate it. You don't just have to carbonate the water. So that's why I really like that one. That basket also contained the rolls for my food saver. So I'm just gonna put these in this basket and put them on top because I don't use them as often as I'll use the silicone Ziploc bags. So I'm gonna keep those on the bottom from now on, and I realized that it would be easier to just move them than to actually take that basket out since I have the stylus in the way. So I'm just gonna put everything in this basket and then put it back in the back. And since I put the cartridges for the soda maker in this basket back here, I'm just gonna set this on top of that box. One thing I'm trying to do in here is keep all of the light things together. So everything for my blender goes right here. Everything with my soda makers is down there or in that basket. So that's what I'm trying to do. It doesn't quite always work out that way, but I do my best to try. And I do like the baskets because they make it like drawers where you can easily pull in and out. So I try to keep the baskets for the things I use the most often on the bottom and not in the way of where the stylus was. The only thing left out of this cabinet that I need to do something with are these, and they actually just go in this drawer right up here. So I'm putting them back where they go, and it's easy as that. So guys, what I wanna show you is a lot of times we make a big deal about these jobs, and this just took me a couple of minutes to declutter this cabinet and get it back to the way that I wanted it. Now, if I didn't already have the systems in place, then I would probably need to do a whole reorganization of it. But because I already had those in place, I didn't need it. And I love that now I have a great place to keep all of my silicone food storage bags, and it's gonna be easy to access, so I'm not gonna have to worry about that anymore. And I think I'll actually use them more since they're gonna be easy to access. This might look like it doesn't belong in here, and I haven't even peeled the sticker off, but I actually use this to water plants, so this is staying, and my mixer is also going to be staying in here. I think there's a few stray items behind that, and I do need to tackle a few things on this top shelf behind the mixer. All right guys, this is my old hand mixer, and of everything in these two cabinets, this is the one sentimental item that I have been holding on to and I need to get rid of. But this was a gift from my mother-in-law. When I had my bridal shower, this was the one item she realized that I didn't get, and she ended up giving it to me later. And it has always meant so much to me because if you knew my mother-in-law, you would know that she wasn't a big gift giver, and it wasn't one of those things she thought about a lot. So this was very sentimental to me for the fact that she was so thoughtful about this gift. But I am getting rid of it because I don't even think I still have the beaters. Somehow in a move they got lost, and there's no reason for me to hold on to this anymore. So I am gonna be letting it go. Another thing I've been holding on to are these chocolate burners, which I never use. I haven't used in a long time. So I always kept thinking, well, I'll use it someday, but I just don't use it. So I'm gonna donate this as well because it's still good and it still works. Everything in this bucket are things that I don't use anymore. The one thing in here that I am going to keep is this cheese grater. There you go. This cheese grater, because we actually might use this at some point. We haven't been using it a lot lately, but I'm gonna keep it and talk to Whitney and then maybe donate it after that. But everything else in here is gonna be donated because I don't use this one anymore. I already have another hand immersion blender, and then this will be thrown away because I don't even know what it goes to. So those things will get taken care of. And then I think I'm just gonna keep this bucket because it fits perfectly back there, and maybe I'll find some other stuff to start putting in there. These go with my chocolate burner, so I'll be donating it with that. This is a double boiler, which I have high hopes of using, but I never have used it. I've had it for years. I always do my double boiler just with a pot on the stove and usually a glass Pyrex dish. So I think I'm gonna give this away because I just don't use it. So I'll be donating this too. Now for all of my molds. So I'm looking at these. Most of these are chocolate molds, and I will be keeping them because I do use these. So you'll see in a minute, this is really my baking cabinet. All of these food storage containers do not belong in here. They are gonna go in this other one. I am trying to transition from using so many Ziplocs to the silicone. I think it's better for the food and the environment, all of that. So I'm gonna move these over there and hopefully start using them. Who knows why we have coffee in here? I don't even drink coffee. It's probably from when my mom visited at some point. So that will get thrown away, and there's the doorbell. So I'll be right back. This has my cookie cutters, and I actually think I have some around somewhere that need to go in here. So I'll look for those around the house wherever they might be and put them in here, but since this is my baking cabinet, they will stay. I also have my sifter, and inside I have some cupcake liners, so I think that's just fine, and I'll put that back here, but I think I might move it to the upper shelf for right now. This holds my baking pan, so everything in here for now I'm keeping. We are trying to transition to some safer alternatives for our bakeware, but that'll be coming in phases, so for now I'm keeping that. And in the back is just some more bakeware that will stay. The last thing I need to go through is this basket in the back. And really, I don't think I need to go through it as much as I just do these ice cube trays, so they will be staying. But I think I'm just gonna move them to this top shelf back here so that my baking stuff is unobstructed, and I think it just looks better that way because it's not taking up the space. And this is actually some more molds that I have and some chocolate molds. So I'll find my chocolate molds I just pulled out and see if I can't get them to fit in here. And if not, I will put them next to it probably. I was able to fit all of my silicone chocolate molds in here, so I decided to go ahead and keep them. I ended up putting all of my ice cube trays back into this Tupperware container. So this is gonna go on this upper shelf back here, and I'll have easy access to these whenever I need them. All that's left now is to put everything back, and I'll show you the final result. Here's the baking cabinet. So now you can see I have easy access to my mixer, and then everything else I have such easy access to now. I don't have things piled up on top of my basket, so everything in here will be easy to get to. Here's the other cabinet. As you can see, I have easy access to my spiralizer, my little blender and all of its attachments, and then my food storage bags, all my lids for my mason jars, my silicone food storage. These go with my Ninja blender, which I keep these in here, and I have the base in the cabinet behind me here. And then here I have my mandolin and my electric knife in this basket with just some more of the attachments that go with my blender. All right guys, I'm really excited about how my cabinets turned out. I think I'm gonna enjoy getting into these cabinets more now. I feel like things I wasn't using because I just felt overwhelmed by them are now in a place where I can use them, and other things that I haven't been using and I'm not going to use, I'm able to donate those to somebody else. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're interested in creating a beautiful home, simplifying your daily routines, and living your most inspired life. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.